Alright, we're live.
All right.
Live, all right.
Oh, we're doing well here. We got plenty of people.
Hey,
How we doing?
good, I mean,
Good. We're all here, right?
thank you. Hey, good.
All right, I'd like to call to order the Webster Planning Board meeting of 3rd of February, 2026. So attendance first,
Dean Lamprin.
Adam Mock.
Marlo Herrick.
Susan Youngs.
John.
Teresa Fenimore.
All right. Click, click. All right, pretty much the only thing we have to do, other than approve minutes, is talk about the master plan.
So I was hoping you guys had a chance. I sent the survey questions that I amended based on the recommendations I received. I just wanted everybody to take a look at them and see if you wanted any other questions added, anything you think should be changed. And that was it for that.
When I read through it, I just had some questions on a few
Sure.
things.
Because basically what I did is I took the old one, I took the comments I received, and I just deleted the ones everybody thought to get rid of and change around the order from based on what you suggested.
Okay, so this is based on the last one.
On the last one.
With some changes.
Right.
Town location, the first part, the housing growth housing growth management. Town location, how important,
What page are you on?
at the very beginning of it. I couldn't understand, town location,
Yeah, I don't understand that one either.
it doesn't make sense, how important to the town is the town
Oh,
location?
the town location, I think what they're getting at is how important is it, the location of the town for like closeness to a city, close to supermarkets. That's what I think they were trying to say, so I should maybe reword that a little bit so
Yeah,
it
it
makes
just
more
said-
sense.
And then, J, recreational facilities. Facilities to me tends to imply buildings.
Yeah. Well, I included, so I could change that to say recreation facilities and
Recreation.
parks.
Just areas.
Just
Areas.
recreations areas.
Yeah, but just
That
something
comes in.
because we don't really have recreation facilities.
Right.
We have parks, we have,
This building.
This building, yeah.
Page you.
at the very beginning of the, no, sorry, the survey, which is toward the end of the
Oh, okay,
master
all right.
plan. This building isn't a recreational facility though, is it?
Well, we do use it for events. So
Okay.
people can
I was
rent
gonna
it
say.
for weddings or,
Okay, yeah, that's not recreation,
yeah.
but,
Well,
I mean,
it all
if-
depends on
Well, the
why
school
you want
uses it for plays and
Now,
some
if-
other events. We have suppers here for
if we had
church.
a yoga class that met here or something like that, then it would seem like
And
it's
I
a
think the
recreation
library
facility.
uses it for some things like that too.
Yeah?
They do a
Okay.
summer
Movie
program
night,
here.
Movie nights, yeah, okay,
Movie
that's
nights.
recreation, I guess, okay. Let me think, what else? I went through all of these and just to see if I had any questions. Oh, yeah, motorized recreational trails, that was under 5 in part 2. So that means both ATV and snowmobile, that?
Correct. And dirt bikes and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, the only thing we really have is snowmobile, right?
I think we have snowmobiles, and I think all we have is, the only snowmobile trail I'm aware of is the one up near Yale.
Yep.
And then I think the rest of it is pedestrian only.
So
But it's
that's
not really enforced, so I would be surprised if somebody took vehicles on it.
Sometimes people go down occasionally, somebody will go down my road with dirt bikes on their
Right.
way into the floodplain trails,
Right.
but,
But we don't maintain those, so it's not
Exactly.
really, that's why Craig suggested taking out the questions about the floodplains, because we really have no control of what they do with the floodplain. There's no sense asking about it.
I think maybe if you add the word areas after following in that first sentence, it'll make more sense.
Oh, okay,
If you
yeah,
think the following areas are
important.
important to the town of Webster.
Also, on 5, Rust's spelling issue.
Okay.
yeah, it's
With
not
a
bike
L.
paths, it's bicycle paths.
Well-
Yeah, well, once we get to it, I'm happy to proofread.
Yeah, 'cause I put it in just a format like this because I'm gonna do it on one of the free,
Survey sites?
survey sites.
Yeah,
and put it together on that.
Let me think. What else? I had a couple of other questions. Creation of a town center, does that mean,
So that's been something that has been discussed in the past before I got here. It was more or less coming up with maybe a separate zone with light commercial, or light
okay.
commercial, so you could have like a gas station, like maybe a convenience store.
all right, so a
Some
town
small
center, you
restaurant,
mean
like,
like, not like a
develop a
building,
center.
like a,
Like
An
actually
area.
develop an area for a center of town.
like a
Since
village
Webster
area or
doesn't have
something?
one.
Yeah, okay, I was just curious. And I just had one other quick question. We don't have a town forest, do we?
Yep,
More or less, we don't own it.
no, not yet.
Yeah, we have the one
Not
across
yet.
the street, the mock forest, but
Oh,
it's not in our names, it's in a conservation easement.
Okay.
but- And the town is one of the things listed on it. and-
What's the one out by the, you go out toward the dump, and there's one on the right-hand side out by the cemetery out there. What's that?
By the dump as far as.
I'm going.
Right by the cemetery.
I'm going down here and I take my left to go to the dump.
Yeah, oh yeah, so
And then I go
Riverdale,
out.
right down by the Riverdale.
that's
yeah.
not us, we don't own that, do we?
I don't think so.
That's
No,
Hopkinton,
Conservation piece, I bet.
yeah.
We have a lot of conservation in the town.
Yes,
A lot
that
of current
we have.
use and a lot of
Yeah.
conservation.
All right. I didn't have any questions or suggestions on anything else.
Okay, I just didn't know if people wanted more questions added to it, other things that we could ask.
In terms of size, how does this compare to the last one?
It's a little bit smaller,
A little bit smaller,
because I
good.
took stuff out.
Oh, and how do they indicate, for example, how important to you is? Are we gonna tell them, rank them
I'm
one?
gonna have a sliding scale,
Oh,
like from a 1 to a 5,
yeah,
where 1 would be low and 5 would be high priority.
okay,
And I can set that up with the survey.
yeah, yeah.
And then I wanted to put, I was contemplating putting an open-faced question at the end for
Mhm.
people to
Yes.
leave comments.
That's not a bad idea.
Pray for out-of-the-box thinkers.
Yeah.
So what is the time frame? I know you said we have several years.
So we have 2 years. So the town, the master plan's 2018, so it needs to be updated by 2028 ideally. I mean, I don't think it's like a hard set date, but you should update it around every 10 years. And if
Mhm.
we're working to update it in year 10 and we're not quite done yet, I don't think it's the end of the world.
Yeah,
Not
But I
gonna come and
figured-
take us off of cuffs.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I think 2 years to work on it's pretty reasonable. We get a year to gather data and then a year to, actually go into drafting the new one.
mm-hmm,
And I think that would be reasonable, and then we would have time to do public hearings, and I think you're supposed to bring this at town meeting to have it adopted at town meeting
theoretically do that
in 2028, latest 2029.
And how many people worked on it last time?
I think it was just the planning board for the most part.
Really?
Yeah, I was hoping Craig would be here, because Craig was on there the last time it was updated. And he-
None of us were we? I mean, I know I
No,
know.
it's a whole new board. From the, I think the only 2 people we still had on the board were Paul King and Craig, that were there the last time it was updated.
Mm-hmm,
So, I haven't been around through it, so this is gonna be a learning process for me too.
yeah,
I intend to reach out to the former planning board chair, Susan Young, she was very instrumental in the last one, and ask her how she feels and what the process
You
they
mean
did.
Susan?
Susan Roth,
I was gonna
too
say,
many
wait.
Susans.
Yeah, I think we really would like several people who were on it last time.
Right. To be able to help guide us. And then we can always reach out to the Central New Hampshire Planning Commission too, to ask for advice, and they'd be more than happy to point us in the right direction.
And I know we talked about this last time, about how to distribute it. You're gonna have it mostly digital, but paper copies available?
I think that's the case. I'm gonna have some paper copies available at the town office. And send it out with a digital link that people can just type into their browser and then take the survey online, and that'll make it a lot easier.
A lot easier to collate, that's for sure.
Correct. And I've already had people offer to help if we have people do paper copies to do data entry, so that's really useful too.
So what's next?
So I think I'm going to get this ready to go out with the tax bills in July. I think that's the best time to send it out. We'll hit it pretty much everybody if we do that.
So when you finish a next draft, will you send it out again so we can,
The only problem is I don't know how long the survey will live on the survey website. That's my one concern with it. That's why I didn't do it in there first, because I'm like, if it'll only last for a couple months and then I have to redo it.
yeah.
I mean, I should do it once just so you can see it. But
Do it without, oh, yeah, I see what you mean, because to create it,
you have to create it, and then I think they only host it for a certain period of time. So that was my concern, is if I created it now and it wasn't long enough of a hosting period,
you don't wanna have to redo it.
I wanna have to redo it.
But, I mean, it would be good, since, there are some errors. I know it was only a quick,
Yeah, this is a quick draft.
and, I automatically proofread. Just because, I taught English for so many years.
Right.
So I'm happy to proofread, and I'm sure others of us would also help proofread.
Not me,
Not you.
no.
Well, not me either.
English, spelling, just say it how it is.
Sound it out, huh?
Yeah, well, I don't mean that doesn't work.
Usually Wendy's my proofreader at the office. I'll be like, Wendy, can you take a look at this? Dana does the same thing, so.
Yeah.
And then the next part
She's got
of,
the eye, she can get out the red pen.
the next part
I
of this
use
is,
green.
Oh! Green for
I gave you
go.
guys an executive summary so you don't have to read the entire 227
Oh, I
pages.
know, I like that.
Just so you can have a quick look and rundown of the basics, so you know what we're looking at. And then my plan going forward was to schedule with the various organizations that would be interested in these sections. For example, conservation would likely wanna come in and talk about current use. Or the historical society would wanna talk about the historic and cultural resources section. And I've already started to talk to people about it and say that they should bring it to their boards and committees to start looking at it, to consider it in the future going forward. So I just figured we'd handle it one meeting at a time. We can do a deep dive into each section, take it apart into manageable pieces.
After we get the results.
Well, no, it's before we get the result of the
Oh,
survey.
okay.
Because this is, if there's 7 sections, we're gonna be spending quite a bit of time looking at this stuff. Especially if we're reading it and then going over it and figuring out what to do with it. That's ultimately up to you guys though, but
Yeah,
I think it makes sense to start, and we can always go back to it later if we get different survey results
and have to change
and
them.
have to change things. And we do need to update stuff and look at it and see what needs to be updated. And I kind of am hoping to figure out a way to make it not 227 pages, because I don't think anybody's gonna read a 227-page document. I think if I can get it down to like 40 pages, it'd be a much more digestible file.
Yeah, it's like you almost need 2 versions. One that is the really complete one with everything, and one that,
Right.
like
Well,
you
as you
did.
see with my executive summary, it's too
Exactly.
short, it doesn't give you all the details.
But it,
However, you can read it and kind of get an idea of what we're looking at and what the town's
Yeah.
basic ideas are going forward. So I would like something like maybe a little bit bigger than that one.
Mhm.
Maybe have some sort of chart or something that say these are top priority.
Yeah.
And make it more visual so people can look at it in a glance.
Somewhat like the Merrimack County, Merrimack School District budget that they, I was pretty impressed
Right.
with the way they made that visual last night, so you can just look at it and know where different segments are and sections of the financial
Right.
prospect.
And then you can tell people we have the more in-depth report if you want to look at it
yeah.
for a section to see more details. And that'll make it easier for, I think, everybody and
Yes.
personally. So I was gonna invite the conservation to the next meeting to discuss current land use. I don't know if anybody else should be invited to that. I'm guessing our loggers would like to come.
Yep.
Well,
We'll be
I
here.
think, yeah. And I'm not sure who else to invite on that one,
For the
for current use.
current use. I mean, what else is, current use is also besides logging, it's farmland,
farmland,
conservation land.
Yep.
Is that current use?
right. But it's not a conservation easement, it's just a keep it open easement, more or less.
It's like every year when I do my survey, or whatever it is we have to do. It's like-
Inventory.
Yeah, it's like, is any part of this land under current use? And I'm going, oh.
Quite a bit, for
I
you.
have, it's a conservation easement, is that current use?
It is,
Okay, good, that's what I say.
Yeah.
But I've never been sure if I'm answering it correctly.
no, you got it right. Alright, that's all I had to bring up, short meeting.
That's okay with me. We have to approve our minutes from the last meeting.
And I will give you a brief update where Michael Malika is with the Pillsbury Lakes.
Oh, why don't you do that before we?
Yeah, so I talked to him today, because he was asking if it was on the agenda for tonight, and I'm like, no, I didn't plan to put it on the agenda. I think the last time the board talked to you, they wanted you to establish a committee with district residents to look over everything and make recommendations to the board on what you want changed. So we're expecting you to go back to the district and involve the people over there and come up with something. And he says he's working on it. And he'll have a draft soon.
Oh, boy. All right. I guess we can, I need a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting. I assume that means only Teresa, Dean, John, or me, since you guys weren't there.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. I guess those who were here, and several abstentions.
We've got a full meeting, so basically everybody.
I know. Too bad we don't have more business to do.
You know, but after last night, I'm happy this is a slow night.
Oh, yeah, because last meeting was like, it was almost
Well, last
2
night, I
hours.
think we didn't get out of here until 10 o'clock. Last night was a select board meeting.
Oh, last night? Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Too many meetings this week.
And then we got the budget hearing on Thursday.
God, stay over.
Was that what it was about, was the budget?
Well, that and the school board showed up and kind of went over their budget, which is actually
Do we want to
pretty
close the
awesome, the
meeting?
way they did it, the way they laid it out. The guy was a good presenter and the lady,
They want more money?
not a lot. Not
No,
really.
we're fortunately
yeah.
in the direction where our shares are quite substantially lower than everybody
The lady from
else's.
Petticoat goes, but I gotta give a lot.
Yeah, well,
Our numbers are down.
Yeah,
We should be, we
yeah,
should be
that's
paying.
right.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know, I have grandkids that don't go to the school down here,
Our
so,
kids don't go to school.
the high school or whatever, and they should have, 3, 4 of them, they all did something different.
My neighbor subs down here, and she said, some of those classes are way too small. 6 kids in kindergarten, or maybe that was Salisbury. Mostly she only subs here,
They talked about combining the two schools at one point.
and of course, nobody wants to lose.
well, but, okay, so Chandler and Courier, 1 year apart. Chandler went into first grade first. There was 6 of them. 2 boys, no, all boys, 2 girls. Courier, the exact next year, there was 25 kids.
Yeah.
2 girls and all boys. It was the opposite. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
they're only a year apart, so 1
How
year
did that happen?
well, right, and then all of a sudden you got 25 kids. So it
Must
does.
have been a cold winter that year.
Well, I guess. I should have interviewed all the parents. Well, then I'd have to interview myself. No.
It is.
So you could explain it.
That's right.
Yeah. I think we can adjourn.
Okay. We're gonna
I'll make
hazard
a
a
motion that we adjourn. Do we have to,
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All I'm saying is pupil population can change.
Yes, I know.
I'm trying to even think Kara's class, how big hers was. Kendall's. I just remember Chandler was like, 1st to 5th grade there was only ever 5 or 6 of them. So he gets over to Petticoat, he's like, I don't know anybody, he didn't know
See,
anybody,
there
it was interesting.
When Jenny and